So it's the end of the workday, and I have been meaning to sit in front of the computer for hours to record this video. And I've just not gotten around to it for a lot of reasons, not because I didn't want to, just timing is everything. And so I thought maybe this would be the best time of night to do this. I can start a new video series and call it Wine and Wedgie. And this is episode 1. And episode 1 has to deal with brand awareness and why it's important. If my eyes aren't looking at the camera, it's because I'm going to be just reading pieces of an email. Got an email from a client yesterday who basically wanted to have a better explanation of why brand awareness is so important and what is the value of brand awareness to their company and why are they paying for brand awareness in their campaign. Now, there are a couple things you need to know. So let me start with this. I'm not going to give away who the client is or what their business is. I like the concept of wine and wedgie. This client has a brand that's been around quite a long time, over a half century. They are a multi-location business. And back in its heyday, they spent money on radio. I think they did television as well. But in the last 5-6 years, they've really not done anything in the way of marketing. They've used services like YP or Dex to do their marketing, and I don't know to what extent they do, but I looked at some of the reports and saw nothing for the last couple of years. So there was really nothing going on, and over time, the brand awareness eroded. People weren't familiar with the brand anymore, and all these new organizations, these new businesses in the same industry started creeping in. And slowly but surely, they eroded the brand until where they are when they started with us, they were down about 20%, if I remember correctly. Why is brand awareness important, and what is it? Brand awareness is what helps your company, your service, your brand be at the top of a consumer's mind when they are ready to make a buying decision. Without brand awareness, you're nobody. So let me give you some examples of really good brand awareness. This is a test. I want everyone watching this video to just say the answer when I ask the question. There's no right or wrong, but there is only one answer. If you had hemorrhoids, what product would you buy? Go ahead. Exactly, Preparation H. And the reason Preparation H is the product that comes to your mind is because they have brand awareness. They have indelibly marked in your brain that if you have hemorrhoids, Preparation H is the product you want to get to solve your problem. Now the reality is, when is the last time you saw a Preparation H commercial? When was the last time you saw a Preparation H internet ad? It's probably been a very long time. But their brand awareness has been so strong historically that it's stuck there. And that's the brand of choice. Brand awareness is the same reason that if I said, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, every one of you will identify that with McDonald's. That's what brand awareness does for you. There's a lot of pieces that go into branding, but brand awareness is that top of mind recall. It's the reason that when someone has the need, a buying decision in that moment, they go to you and not your competitor. It's because they know that your brand is here. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I got hemorrhoids. I need Preparation H. So whether your business sells products or services, the value of brand awareness is critical. Now, this particular client is in the service business, and service industries have a very unique challenge. And the challenge is that it's not a want for people, it's a need. So people can drive by 1,000 convenience stores to get a drink, and it's a want. Oh, I want a drink. And so they pull off and they get the drink, And there's really no thought that goes into the process. Brand awareness isn't necessary, it's convenience. But with a service business, it's a little different. You don't want to have service. If your air conditioner breaks, you don't want to call the AC guy. If your car breaks, you don't want to go to the mechanic. If your, whatever it is, electrical fails in the house, you don't want to have an electrician. It's a service business. So the unique challenge with service businesses is that they're not sexy. So that top of mind awareness is critical. Because when the time comes, when your air conditioning system breaks, when your engine fails, when the electricity in your house won't come on, you want your company to be the one that consumer picks. That is the value of brand awareness. And good brand awareness takes time to develop, especially if your brand has been stagnant. And that's been the case with this client for many, many years. They had no brand awareness. They've had no one really watching their brand. Brand awareness may not fix your sales issues today. It may not bring new customers in today, but the long-term value and play of brand awareness is critical. And thus ends the first episode of Wine and Wedgie.